What's up, everybody? I am very excited to be going to this next museum. This is the Barker Characters, Cartoons, and Comic Museum. Now, this is a private collection of toys related to cartoons, characters, all kinds of cool pop culture, nostalgic stuff. We're gonna go check it out. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. Come with me. So before we go into the museum, looks like there's all kinds of stuff on the grounds here that we can take a look at. We got this old Yogi Bear head. And we got Popeye and Olive Oil. Now if we walk down here, we got more characters. That's a Hanna-Barbera guy. I don't remember his name. You have Yosemite Sam. We have the Lone Ranger in silver. Here we have the California Raisins, and I guess these were characters from California Raisins. I'm not too familiar with the entire lore of California Raisins. I remember them when I was a kid, but it's been a while. Oh, and check out this great mural right here. We have this car with Gumby, Betty Boop, Garfield, a couple different characters here. Oh, and we have the whole Popeye gang. I like Popeye. I need to get more into Popeye. That's a Popeye character. He's some kind of weird magical creature. I don't remember his name. But we got more of the California Raisins, and look at that. Barker Toontown presents Popeye the Sailor. Very cool. And greeting us at the door is the Kung Fu Panda. Wow, there is a lot to see in here. I think I'm going to be here for a while. Just all kinds of vintage toys and collectibles. See some really old stuff in here. A lot of characters I don't even recognize. So this case right here is just nothing but vintage Mickey Mouse stuff. Some really old school stuff in this case. So this case has all those like little toys where you push in the bottom and like their bodies collapse and then you can put them back up. And there's some interesting wind-ups right here. And here we have a character called the Yellow Kid, who was sort of like an old newspaper comic character, and he was very strange. Here we have some toys for Full House and Blossom. I didn't realize they made Full House toys. And the Nanny. Wow. We have every type of Smurf you can imagine in this case. So all the stuff you see in this case is old Cracker Jack toys. That's really neat. And this case looks like it's all different advertising mascots for different brands. Remember Sugar Bear? We have Elsie the cow. Some characters they don't recognize. Tony the tiger. We got a bunch of cereal mascots here. Pillsbury Doughboy. Toucan Sam. Oh, look at these. We got the singing Pepsi can. I remember those. That just unlocked a memory. We have the Noid, a character with a very bizarre history. Scrubbing Bubbles. Oh, this is all such cool stuff. You got Jeffrey, Toys R Us, and I guess those are his children. I don't know. Look at these old phones. You got Sprout. I don't think I've ever seen that character. Tang, pair of lips. In the back you have Cool Spot. I love Cool Spot. There's a game for Sega Genesis and I loved it. And hang up top, we have all kinds of collectible mugs and stuff. We got some Jurassic Park, Terminator, Star Trek. Oh, do you see that one in the middle there? That is the Super Mario movie with John Leguizamo. That's a really good movie. Alright, so the first thing we see when we enter this room is this massive sculpture of the Hulk. Look how big his feet are. People tell me I have big feet, but I got nothing on him. Right up top here, we have all these lunch boxes. Just look at them all. And this is all Snow White merchandise. Now I know when Snow White was initially released, it was a huge deal for animated movies because there had never been anything like that. That was really Disney's smash hit, their first real feature film. And what are those, ornaments or a chess set or something? Interesting. And here we have more Mickey Mouse stuff, and this is all like tin toys and stuff like that, it looks like. Just look at these. Oh, look at that. That's kind of creepy. Right here we have a case of all these Popeye tin toys. I like Popeye. I think he's a cool guy. We have some more tin toys here. Just a random assortment of stuff. Right up here it's all collectible pocket knives. And then we have spoons and things. I guess we have just like different rings and charms. Just a collection of just odd items, but all related to like pop culture. We have all these watches. Oh, these are neat. There's so much stuff in here. It's kind of overwhelming. Looks like we have a case of Howdy Doody stuff. That was before my time. So I think this case is different character banks. Check out that cool glow-in-the-dark Count Chocula. And I don't... Who are these characters back here with the deranged eyes? Lots of really great stuff. Oh, check out that cool Max Headroom watch right there. Looks like we have some stuff from Disney's Fantasia here. And we just have more Disney stuff. We have Pinocchio. We have the donkey. Remember the part where Pinocchio turns into a donkey? And just how horrifying that was? And they gave Donald Duck his own case. Sometimes Mickey gets all the love. It's good that they're giving Donald his own. You even have Donald Duck orange juice. You know, Donald, he's a sharp dresser. He's got a good look. Oh, this is cool. This is a Magic Kingdom board game. It's pretty cool that it's devoted to a Disney park. And we have just all manner of Disney stuff here. Lots and lots of Disney stuff. But there's a lot of different Disney stuff you can make toys out of, so... Here we have Beauty and the Beast stuff. And we got some Little Mermaid stuff. It looks like we have all the Wizard of Oz stuff in this case. I like Wizard of Oz. It's just a very strange movie. Lots of strange stuff going on in that movie that I think people don't really, acknowledge. Oh, and here we have a section of Batman stuff, and it's all the Batman stuff that I had when I was growing up. Like the Tim Burton movies, the animated series, the old Adam West. That's the Batman I know and love. I think I may have even had a mug like that from McDonald's. Oh, this is so cool to see all this stuff. What is that? A Batman cereal box? Batman action figures. I think I may have had some of those myself. And we got He-Man, Masters of the Universe. We got the full... that's not Castle Grayskull, is it? Or is that Skeletor's castle? Don't kill me in the comments for getting that wrong. We got X-Men. I love X-Men. I always have. Ninja Turtles. Oh, that's another one I love a lot. And Power Rangers. So much stuff that I loved. We even got some Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario stuff right here. And Pokemon. I remember when Pokemon first took off in the US. It was insane. Oh, we have RoboCop. I love RoboCop, but that's a fantastic movie. It really is a great movie. And this is really crazy. We have all this Joe Camel stuff. I remember when Joe Camel was around, it was just a huge controversy, and they ended up just doing away with them entirely. So it's crazy to think that stuff like this actually existed. And so we have the Banana Splits. I heard they actually made a horror movie with these characters, and that sounds absolutely wild. I might have to go and watch that. Oh, check this out. We actually have toys for the gray aliens, which are absolutely real. Here we have some really vintage toys. I guess the brownies, which are, I guess, like little spirits. I'm not too familiar with them, but they look like they were actually like something somewhat established. Very interesting. I will have to look more into that. Oh my god, this is amazing. I didn't know this existed. This is Terminator 2 Rock'em Sock'em Robots with Arnold fighting T-1000. Wow. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And so they have some Star Wars stuff here, and it looks like it's just one case. And I'm kind of glad to see that, because when it comes to like toys and collectibles and stuff, I feel like Star Wars really steals too much of the spotlight from other franchises and things that, you know, deserve more love. We have some Star Trek stuff. I love Star Trek. I think it's better than Star Wars, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on. We have all these collectible cups and mugs and things like that. It is so cool to see these all in one spot like this. We have these Disney World ones. I think I may have had one of those when I was a kid. We have some McDonald's stuff. We have all these old retired characters like Mayor McCheese, Officer Big Mac. So I found out the name of this character. It's Speedy. And we have all these Happy Meal toys and stuff. Look at all that. Doesn't that take you back? All these old characters. We even got Mac Tonight, the Moon Man. And just look at all these. Do you remember having any of these? I think I did at some point. All these cool little Happy Meal toys. So here we have a soda called Moxie, and I think it's popular in New England. Now, I've tried it before, and it is one of the most horrible things I have ever tasted. It tastes almost like Jägermeister, but not sweet and not good. Looks like we have all these Hanna-Barbera characters. We got Yogi Bear. Some Looney Tunes here as well. Oh, we got Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh, I love Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then over here we have all these Looney Tunes characters. That's fun stuff. Marvin the Martian. Now, do you remember growing up in the 90s and they had all those t-shirts with like gangster versions of the Looney Tunes characters? I remember that. That was a strange time. And we have all these little pulp novels on display. These things are so neat. I would love to be able to read some of these. I bet they're a lot of fun. Oh, and look at that horrific face right there. And so this case is all bubble bath dispensers. I love how they have it kind of like grouped by interesting object. And we have a case of spy characters. We have Austin Powers, James Bond. So wait, is this Xenia Onatopp from GoldenEye? Wow, that takes me back. What else do we have here? The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I don't recognize all these characters. Looks like we got Flash Gordon stuff, Buck Rogers. Really cool stuff here. All right, sit tight because we got a whole second floor to go through still. Look at this horrific Elsie the cow. That's frightening. And so we have Beavis and Butthead. Where would the world be without Beavis and Butthead? We just have row after row of these lunch boxes. So here we have all these vintage Halloween masks. Check these out. These are awesome. Oh, look at that old Freddy Krueger. Some old Star Wars. So it looks like we got some sci-fi and horror stuff. Looks like we got Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature of the Black Lagoon. All that stuff that I like. Oh, we got Beetlejuice. I used to have all the Beetlejuice toys when I was a kid. We got some Godzilla. And here we have all these little miniatures for different characters. And these are all Hanna-Barbera. More of these really great horror characters. I guess it's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Look at that King Kong. That's awesome. And the werewolf. And here we have my favorite, my all-time favorite, Godzilla. We got Gremlins, Aliens, all great, fantastic movies that I love so much. Scooby-Doo. We got more monster stuff down there. We got some Addams Family, Frankenstein. It looks like we got classic board games on display, and I like how they actually have some of these like opened up so you can actually see the game board and the pieces. And here we have the Garfield case. Look at that cool Garfield stapler puller. I used to read Garfield comics all the time. I thought they were so funny. And now when I read them, I'm like, I really don't understand the appeal. They made a lot of interesting merchandise. Got a alarm clock, picture frame, all kinds of cool stuff here. And we have Gumby. Now Gumby's a character who I don't think gets enough appreciation anymore. You don't hear about Gumby. I don't think they have any Gumby stuff anymore. I think Gumby is due for a Hollywood reboot. What do you say? So this section has different character phones. Got a Canada Dry soda phone. I think I remember seeing those when I was younger. And we have a Wolverine phone. I genuinely want that. These are awesome. Oh wow, you even have Cabbage Patch Kids. Different bobbleheads in this case. We got Boo Berry, Count Chocula, Colonel Sanders, Three Stooges, Kiss, NSYNC, the Monkees. I got a lot of stuff for California Raisins. I need to go check out more stuff for California Raisins. I just got reminded of their existence. Now they've kind of piqued my interest. Now I want to know more. They're kind of creepy, but in a fun way. Down here we have even more stuff for California raisins. I guess they were a pretty big deal. Oh, this is pretty sweet. We got Ratfink and other characters by, I forget the name of the artist, but the guy who did Ratfink. That's cool stuff. We have Mad Magazine. We have these characters. I don't know what these are, but they're cool. So we have all kinds of more Popeye stuff. Okay, so I just realized that most of this whole wall is Popeye stuff. A lot of love for Popeye. I don't know, Popeye's a cool guy, you know? And he supports people eating spinach, which is, you know, it's good for you, good source of iron. I'm a big fan of it. I know a lot of people hate on it, but let me tell you, it's good stuff. Now, is this an actual can of Popeye spinach? We have Popeye popcorn. I didn't know that was a thing. Lots and lots of Popeye. We have this great big Wall-E right here. And I really like that. Wall-E was a really good movie, I gotta say. Right underneath it we have Alien board game. And I'd be very interested in playing that because that's another movie that I really love. And this is really incredible. We have a life-size version of The Simpsons. So that was the Barker Character, Cartoon, and Comic Museum in Cheshire, Connecticut. Wow, what an amazing place. I love stuff like that. There was so much packed into one small space. It was kind of overwhelming, and just trying to see everything. You know, I showed you as much as I could in that video. Lots of stuff there, and if you like nostalgia, cartoons, comics, I highly recommend coming and checking it out. I think it was like $5 to get in. Well worth your money. If you wanted to, you could spend hours in there just trying to look at everything. So I definitely recommend coming and checking that out. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed my video.